Hey guys! So today is going to be a sketch vlogs video and it comes from kind of a deep, dark place. I wonder if that's where Tim Burton started off and got all his inspiration. Am I going to turn out that crazy? I hope so. He's pretty creative and cool. Anyways, so I was in the shower and that's where I get all my amazing, creepy, weird ideas. I think my best ideas come from when I'm in the shower. I don't know why. It's like my thinking zone. World peace and problems and everything creative and cool. Or is that just me? Please don't picture me naked, I'm sorry. Don't put that mental image in your brain. I'll save you from it. Because around that time before or after the shower, sometime around there, I was going through my phone to my contacts list because it's New Year, 2013, I should get rid of some people. That sounds really bad and I sound mean and evil, but I've had it for a couple years and I don't remember everybody who's in it. But then as I was looking through my contact list, I realized like how many friends I don't have that much anymore. That sounds kind of sad and weird, but I don't know, maybe it's just me, but you lose more friends because we all move on, we grow and we change. It's just a natural process of life. That's what people tell you so you won't be sad about it. That's what they told me in therapy. No, but I mean it happens and it made me think of who my first best friend was and why aren't they around anymore. I don't know, maybe your first best friend was someone who you ended up being best friends for life, someone you ended up marrying, someone you still keep in contact with and make an effort to. But mine wasn't because it got me thinking of who my best friend was and her name was Jennifer. I'll always remember. And we were friends in kindergarten. Back when I was in kindergarten, I called it kidney garden because it was cuter and that's just how I pronounce things. And I came from a school where they even barely spoke English. They actually spoke mostly Spanish and taught the kids Spanish, but my parents didn't know that they were putting me in a school that was brought up, let's call it the ghetto, and they didn't really speak full English. So yeah, I was started off in school, I skipped preschool, no wonder why I was allowed to skip preschool and go to kindergarten a year earlier ahead of everybody because they didn't want papers, they didn't care. But that should have been the first red flag, parents, the first sign on I should not belong there. But I kind of fit in, it was mostly, you know, people of different colors. I was the only the lightest shade kid other than Jennifer, who was my first best friend. And I think, oddly enough, like, I love everybody, but that's how we connected. We were the only people who were, like, kind of the same, except I remember she had light color hair and I could kind of blend in being Hispanic because, luckily, I was brunette. Although I was a half Asian baby. I don't know how I passed for being Hispanic. I fit in quite well. So we tagged along and I tried to act like I knew Spanish, especially in the cafeteria. I had to figure out how to order pizza. But me and Jennifer were like this. We made mud patties and like we had this game called Kitchen where we just took mud from the ground out of water and made mud patties. We probably looked crazy like we were trying to change our skin color, a darker color to blend along with the kids. But no, that was a bad joke. But whenever Jennifer was absent, I missed her. And whenever I was absent, Jennifer missed me. But Jennifer was different and my mom tried to explain how she was different. My mom didn't explain later that Jennifer was poor and came from a home that was really broken. Her mom was on welfare. It was really sad, and when I went to go visit her, like, my mom kind of worried about me because Jennifer was living with like 5 other kids who were all her brothers and sisters with a mom who was just like, it was pretty sad. Just her mom had to raise all these children on her own and they were on welfare, which at the time I didn't know or probably even knew what that word was or meant. But later on in my life, when I had to move, my mom explained it all to me. But I would always want to like give her more dolls and clothes and my own things whenever I visited her. And she was just like really cool other than that one time she had bugs crawling in her. Let me explain. One day me and Jennifer were playing at recess and then I looked over and I saw like at the corner of my eye something like crawling around her face. I wasn't sure. I thought I was seeing things. I don't know. Maybe I like drank the wrong type of water. I don't know, I was an adventurous weird kid and I just did weird things like play in the mud. So maybe I just drank mud water and didn't know it. I swear I saw something crawl on her face and I'm like, Jennifer. And then I looked closer, Jennifer, there's bugs crawling all over this poor girl's skin and all of her hair, and the only thing I remember about her was her light hair because you could see the dark bugs crawling through her hair. And then she started screaming and crying and I did not know what to do at the age of 4 years old, so I was just standing there and I wanted to take her to the teacher, but we didn't know how to conversate that well with the teacher, and it was just crazy, and this poor girl was crying in front of me, and we ended up, Jennifer, going home, and the next day when I went to school, we had a little field trip to the nurse's office, and I was so extremely excited about this field trip because I thought it was a legit field trip, and that we got popsicles because I saw the nurse with popsicle sticks, and I was so excited. But I remember my mom telling me that make sure the nurse gives you a new popsicle stick other from the other kids, because she used the popsicle stick in my head to check for bugs to see if the other kids had bugs, and I didn't understand at the age of 4. I just thought it was a game and a fun field trip. And the nurse was like, actually spoke more English than the rest of the teachers. So that was an interesting thing. I was just happy that we got to skip class on like parts I didn't care about, trying to learn numbers, because all I wanted to do was paint with my hands. I felt like one of those cavemen. It was magical. So poor Jennifer with her blonde hair and the bugs, but she came back to school and did not have any more bugs, and we still hung out. But then I had to move to a school where they actually taught their children all English, and I knew what was going on and I could understand people, and I fit in more because it was a whole mix of different people who all spoke English. It was universal language, which was good because that was the only language I knew. No wonder I don't know how to say words right. Kindergarten. Wouldn't that be cool if that was actually real? No, that'd be creepy. My mind. But yeah, I kind of missed Jennifer when I moved into a better neighborhood. And I mean, there's like a lot of new friends I made and everything, but I always think about her and wonder how she's doing. Isn't that weird? Even all these years later when I'm not in kindergarten anymore. I don't know, I just hope that her and her family are doing well. And I just wonder how she turned out. Do you ever think about that? It's not like I could go look for her Facebook. I don't remember her last name. I don't even remember what her face looked like, only that she had the light hair and I remember the bugs crawling through it. That's a horrible memory gap. But yeah. So what I would like to know in today's sketch vlog is who was your first best friend? And are you guys still together or did you part ways? I'm really interested to know. Leave me a comment or video response, and you can have a chance to be in the next sketch vlogs video. Because last time on sketch vlogs we talked about what was your favorite childhood movies, and a lot of you guys said A Never Ending Story, which I totally agree. I can't believe I forgot to put that in the video because it is amazing. And The Labyrinth in Land Before Time, oh my gosh, The Labyrinth was so creepy, and it gave me like the chills, and it kind of scared me because I would never want to be stuck in a stone like labyrinth maze thing with just a tube of not chapstick but lipstick to find your brother. No. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I can't wait to hear your responses on who your first best friend was and how you guys may have parted ways or maybe still be together. And I will see you guys on Monday, and sketch vlogs every Friday. And also on Instagram, I'm still doing sketch a day. I draw a picture for you guys every day. Just what's in my mind at the moment. So those are fun. And I will see you guys later. Love you all. Bye.